That'd be awesome. You just make up lies as they go with it.
All set? All right. So sorry, we good? I'm here another time. Thank you for sitting down with us. I got to ask, you seem to play some pretty intimidating characters. I mean, you've got the stature, that's for sure. You're a little bit frightening if I saw you in the street.
Thank you. That makes me happy.
I think I might cross onto the other side. Do you ever have the urge to play something a little more lighthearted, or do you enjoy?
I do, actually. But it's funny because as people ask, like, my background's actually all comedy, believe it or not. Like, I do a lot of, like, I'm known in the TV and film to be like the big heavies, and like, I'm going to rip your throat out and like eat your eyeballs and sell you to parts. I can't even talk. Death. But no, I play a lot of bad guys, but my background's all improv comedy. I've been doing improv since I was 17 professionally, and in between doing TV and film jobs where I play the murderer, I go and do comedy. But choosing between the two or doing lighter things, I always say like an artist to a color palette, there's no one color that I want to stay to. I want to use all colors, and like my job is to tell stories. And with TV and film, we're telling modern myths, and I want to tap into that and just continue to play with my friends and tell stories.
Are you a sci-fi fan? Do you enjoy the genre?
For sure. Like sci-fi, horror, comic books. I always say I'm a fanboy. Where I always say also where I feel like a fan representing the fans. Where like if my career ended today, it's been a great run, but some of the opportunities that I get to have and then travel around the world and people I get to meet and work with is just phenomenal. It's very surreal. Where like it's weird. It's gotten to the point now. This is how weird things are. Like I'll sit there and watch a TV show and go like, "Oh, that's my friend." Wait. Do I know him or wait? Because it's weird because I have so many friends on shows. Oh, my friend's got that show, cool. But it's weird because like they don't that disconnect. Before when I was younger, I had nothing to do with the TV or film industry. I didn't, oh, that's so and so who are celebrities or whatever. But now it's all kind of melding together, and it's kind of twisting in my own brain, going like, oh no, we worked on this. Like, oh, it's my close friend so and so. So it's very strange.
So you call yourself a fanboy. Is there a franchise, if you were going to look into the camera right now and you could make a plea, a franchise that you could get yourself into, past or present? So, if you want to talk to late 70s Lucas, then man, that's fine.
See, that's still, man, like, it's so funny. As a kid, a buddy of mine asked me at a young age, old enough to know better, we're in our teens, like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I go, and he goes, me, I want to own my own business. I want to be a businessman. And now he works for like Microsoft and doing important things for Microsoft. And for me, when I answered, I was like, well, I'd like to be a Jedi. And he's like, well, they don't exist. You're stupid. I go, you don't know in the future. I think it'd be the coolest thing in the world if the opportunity ever happened, and know what aspect of it to call him up, because I've known him since I was 5 years old. Be like, hey man, what are you doing? Oh, Microsoft, that's great. Yeah, I'm a Jedi. And I hang out, be like, win. So just to prove him wrong. Just to prove him wrong. But no, that's all kinds of like fanboy, like to be a part of Highlander. I love Highlander, like the Bond series. I'd love to be like a Bond villain. There's all kinds of stuff. I mean, like everybody at home be like, yeah, us too, stupid. So.
Well, are you a little bit jealous of Robert then?
Oh, are you kidding me? It's so rad.
Play such a memorable Bond villain.
What a great Bond villain! What a great career. You got to do Expendables. Are you kidding me? Like, so freaking cool.
I could see you in Expendables too. So
like that. My background's all fighting, man. I did I've been like martial artist and like training and teaching for years. So I'm like, I want to fight. But it's funny with a lot of the stuff, like I kick over my head and like do intense fight scenes. But a lot of the fights I get hired for are like, oh no, you're the slow moving, like really strong guy. So I'll be like, ugh. And then the hot girl like, oh, I can't take it. I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? I want to fight.
So you're a Star Wars fan then?
Huge Star Wars fan.
Huge Star Wars fan. Are you excited about the upcoming films?
I am. I'm so much in the fact that I don't want to hear any like spoilers. Like my Twitter and Facebook thing is constantly like, check out the new Millennium Falcon. This is the newest secret. I'm like, no, I don't want to know. Like, I'm to the point now where if there's a movie that I want to see, I don't even watch the trailer. I want to be surprised. Like, I will see it. You don't have to sell me on it. Don't give me any spoilers.
Have you watched the trailer for this film, for Lost Time?
I have watched the trailer for this, yes.
But you haven't watched the film yet.
I have not seen the film itself.
So I won't give you any spoilers. I've seen it, but I won't spoil it for you.
You can make up lies, and I won't even know. That's what I would love. We can make up something, I'll be like, yeah, it sounds great. This is how like BS that I am.
So you haven't seen it, but what was the experience like on set? Did you enjoy it? Was it pleasurable?
Sure. Yeah. The experience, I mean, it was so fun. Especially working with Robert, because Robert has such a old school Hollywood mentality. There's such an iconic essence about him. There's a regality or a royalty to him, the way that he carries himself. And it was so fun just sitting around being a fanboy nerd and asking him questions and hearing his stories of old Hollywood, like with Sinatra and whatnot. I just loved it.
Great. Thanks so much.
Oh, no, anytime, brother. Thank you so much. I hope I got the what you.
I'm Ryan Izay with Real Movie News. We're here with Rochelle from the movie Lost Time. Thank you for being here with us. I would love to hear how this project came to fruition with you.
Okay, so our co-producers seeded the whole idea, and then they turned me to another person, and then we wrote the script, and then actually we brought in quickly Christian Sesma, who is our director and producer, and he did a whole rewrite with me on it, and he was amazing. He deserves a lot of credit, and it came to me on a spiritual retreat in Mount Shasta, actually, where I saw my first UFO. So that was pretty cool, and it was so meant to be that we got it in August, and we had it all ready to go by December. And all the stars aligned with an incredible cast and crew that they're so brilliant that they were all, to me, note perfect, and that they created this beautiful symphony. And I'm so, so grateful that they've been a part of this journey with me. It took a lot of magic that happened through this whole entire journey, and I wish we had time to talk more about it, because of some cool stories, so maybe off the record we can chat. Okay.
So have you been a fan of the sci-fi fantasy genre long?
No, absolutely. And I kept finding myself in sci-fi movies, and so I don't know, but it isn't like you could quiz me and I would know a lot, so don't do that. But I enjoy them thoroughly. And I really enjoy the humanistic story, when it has something really rich like that to grasp onto. Because, we see so much of the technology and all the fun stuff that happens, but how does that all affect us in our lives? And what does that do to us? What does that encounter do to us? What does that, new form of, technology, or, how does that, affect our lives as humans? And what does that do to our world?
And as far as the shooting process, I understand that you were on location in a former hospital.
It was actually a haunted hospital.
A haunted hospital. So did that add to the atmosphere of dread?
Everybody on the crew, they were all telling haunted stories. And so I was doing, I had it twice for me, an encounter. So one time, I'm jumping up and down. I'm trying to get ready for a running scene with Mr. Luke Goss, who is incredibly in shape and does all these action movies. So he's running me. I'm like, oh. So I'm preparing myself, and I'm running up all these stairs. And I get to the 6th floor, and so I'm winded. And I'm just standing there, I'm out of breath. And all of a sudden I hear screaming. And I hear all these screams start coming down the hallway. And I looked through a door, and I'm telling you, it was a haunted floor. No doubt. I was so freaked out. I ran downstairs, and I'm like, don't go up there. It's haunted. And then everybody started having these little stories of this haunted, encounter that they had at this hospital. So it was kind of, enriching. It helped push the story along a bit.
That's good. And you said you saw your first UFO before, and I don't want to give too much away about the film, the story, but how did that influence playing a character without going too much? How did your situation seeing UFO, how did that impact how you approached this character?
So, actually, that journey came to me it was all kind of impacted where I felt like, that's a message to me. That's kind of another sign to do this film. And it was that simple. And, it was just a knowing. And it actually didn't bring fear in me. It kind of brought just kind of a surrender, and to say, okay, this is where I'm supposed to go. This is what I'm supposed to do.
So what's next for Rochelle?
So I have 3 projects in the works, but the next one that's we'll be doing next year, it's I acquired the rights to a woman's true life story of a book she wrote, telling the journey of how she was abducted by aliens from the time she was 8 until current day, and she's in her 60s now. And it was her whole journey with this particular group of extraterrestrials, and her fear and what she learned from them, and it's pretty incredible. It's really enriching. And what's kind of interesting and unique about this is you'll see an actual relationship between a human and an alien, and what transpires, with them.
That sounds interesting. So you're really stuck in the UFO now.
I did not mean to. This book came to me from a source where I was on a spiritual retreat when Lost Time idea came to me, when the co-producer sent over the idea. And it was that same person running that spiritual retreat that gave me this book. And I was like, there's a connection here. So I really, once I read the book, it resonated with me. I was like, I have to do this.
It's like kismet.
Yeah, all over again.
Thank you so much, Rochelle. I'm really looking forward to watching this again.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.